Well, I wanted to take a short break from Revenge of the Fallen randomness because I had to replace a part on the next subject, and it ain't here yet. But till then, let's talk about something new, for once in my life. Rise of the Beast Studio Series has really impressed me. Bumblebee, Prime, and Nightbird all made appearances on my top 23 list, Cheetor is badass, and Mirage looks great. But there was one missing from the cast that they hadn't done yet. Wheeljack. Yeah, Wheeljack. Wheeljack in the movie didn't have a lot going on. He shows up in Peru to help out a little bit, and has some screen time with the group shots. And there's the scene where RC clearly is dropping the F-bomb. And then there was the whole thing of him just pissing off people for just existing before the movie.
It's alright. Wouldn't be the first time something in the franchise pissed off a G1er.
So anyway, Studio Series finally gave us a Rise of the Beast Wheeljack, and I finally got my hands on one. In vehicle mode, he's a Volkswagen bus, which is exciting for a couple reasons. One, it's a Volkswagen bus. Come on, when do you ever see a Volkswagen bus as a Transformer? And two, this has remold potential as a Last Night Dreadbot. Even though Wheeljack's a Type 2 and Dreadbot's a Type 1, I think they should still try it. Plus, any chance to give the Last Night characters a little bit of love is good on me. But anyway, it's pretty well detailed. We've got the ever so prominent VW logo in the front, and all the headlights painted and molded in. I knew right away they were painted because one, look at that shine, and two, I scratched them. Damn it! On the side, we have Spanish text that reads, Reparación de TV Pablo. Who the hell's TV? As for the colors, we have a very nice mix between the brownish tan and the cream color on top, which, even though I like them, it has a really weird mix between matte and metallic for some reason, which is quite a mystery to me because even as a car guy, I have never seen something like this. As for features, it rolls pretty good. And also, wait a minute. That's it? David, that's all my notes. You're telling me there's no weapon storage or anything on this thing either?
Yeah, for spring-loaded gimmicks in the vehicle mode, you're going to have to go for mainline or one of the gimmicky toys, but that's fine. We're paying for screen accuracy nowadays anyway. But yeah, that wraps up the vehicle mode. David, roll transformation.
So I like the way the transformation works. Just not going back to bus mode because I feel like it collides with itself quite a bit going to the vehicle mode, which was my problem with Battle Trap too. But I do like how it's pretty close to how he transforms in the movie, which I find more and more common amongst Studio Series toys from Rise of the Beasts. They're using less fake parts nowadays, which is great. Except for his chest. That's fucking cheating. But it marries up both parts, so brownie points there, I guess. But one thing that is absolutely kicking the balls is these panels that are supposed to go on his back fall off almost every time I transform him, and I don't understand why. But overall, the transformation is just fine. And in robot mode... Oh yeah, and people thought the mainline one looked like Urkel. This is crazy. They put all the nerdy details in here. The suspenders, the glasses, and the bug eyes. And I don't even think he has that big of eyes in the movie. They just get magnified by his glasses. As for colors, it's mostly all the same we saw in vehicle mode. I'm just not a big fan of how his fists are the same color as his forearm. Kinda makes him look a little cheap. Would have liked him to be gray or white, but oh well. And if we get a close-up on his head, oh my gosh, he's got the fins molded in.
Okay, so can we stop whining about it now?
Man, then this guy isn't even Wheeljack. Well, if you're gonna say that, then this guy isn't Wheeljack either. And while we're at it, neither's this guy.
Okay, now I'm just talking shit. This is just all in good fun. It's not a big deal to me.
As for features, they gave him this G1 Bumblebee blaster, which isn't accurate at all and is also made of translucent plastic, which is slightly concerning. But they also gave him this cardboard background, which they honestly should just give up on because nobody's using these. Anybody who buys this is probably just throwing them out. And I know I'm not the only one who feels like this because Thew just brought this up in his Blackout video.
I never used them. Did you? At some point, you're just hoarding cardboard. And that's a fire hazard.
Arsony aside, this is the Peru chase scene in the background. Again, Hasbro, we don't care. Give up. Yeah, I also mentioned that this gun is not accurate as it is molded like G1 Bumblebees, but it is giving DNA Design a chance to give us probably their best set yet by giving us all of the accessories we're missing from the rest of the Rise of the Beast Autobots.
Now, to finish things up, we're going to talk articulation. It's pretty good. He's got a ball-jointed head, which is mostly the standard for Studio Series. His shoulders get a little hampered by these door wings in the back, and honestly, these things just come off easily. Just as I said in the transformation, they just pop right off, unfortunately. But if you take them off, I mean, you can go all the way around, in and out on the ball joint and everything, like right there. That's perfect. And then you got a hinge that goes up like that. He's got a bicep swivel and a nice elbow, and then he's got no wrist swivel because his fists are molded in there. So you can't really do much about that. He's got a waist swivel there. He's got an outward at the thigh on a ball joint. He's got a thigh swivel there. And then he's got a swivel there. And you've got a really good knee. And then he's got an ankle tilt to about that much. And then you've got a little bit of stuff you can do here because of the transformation. Actually, yeah, that's not from transformation. That's normal posability. But this up here, oh yeah, that's transformation there. But yeah, he's well articulated for a Studio Series toy with kibble. Usually they don't pose as well when they've got kibble like this, but no, he's just fine. I cannot complain about him at all. Wheeljack is pretty damn good at posing.
Overall, Wheeljack is all right, but he didn't really wow me as much as the rest of the Rise of the Beast figures I've talked about. Bumblebee still reigns supreme with Optimus not far behind. I honestly mainly just grabbed him as a roster filler, but he still is fine. He's not a bad figure by any means. I just felt like he didn't have as much going on as the rest, but hey, I'd still recommend picking him up just to check him out. But in the meantime, keep growing your collections. Treebot out.